Hello friends, myself Dr. Bhavana Mukutrao Patil from Gangamai Education Trust, Arts, Commerce and Science College, Nagaon. Here I am going to talk about the topic morphology. Morphology is a branch of linguistics. Linguistics, the science that studies language. It includes phonology, morphology, syntax and semantic. Phonetics is a branch of linguistics. In phonetics, we study of human speech sounds. When we study the language, there are four basic elements of language: sounds, words, sentences and meanings. And these basic aspects of language are studied in different branches of linguistics. Just we have seen the phonetics, where we study of human speech sound. In morphology, we study of the form of words. The word morphology is derived from morph. Morph means form of words. Then morpheme. Morpheme is a meaningful unit in grammatical system of language. And morphology. Morph means form of words and logy means science, scientific study of this form of words called morphology. Morphology, this term was originally used in biology. Since the middle of the 19th century, it has also been used to describe the type of investigation that analyzes all the basic elements in the form of a language message, and these elements are known as morpheme. So, here morpheme is a meaningful unit in the grammatical system of language. While compare the definition of morpheme with that of the phoneme, phoneme is a minimal distinctive unit in the sound system of language. Phoneme is distinctive and morpheme has meanings of its own. Let us see the difference between morpheme and phoneme. For example, the word bit, bit, bit. The word bit consists only one morpheme, bit. It is the present form, bit. It consists only one form which has a definite meaning. But according to phonemes, bit consists three phonemes. Means bit, the word bit is, what is the structure of bit? B plus E plus T, means B plus E plus T. In that type of way the word bit is going to form. So here are three phoneme, but according to morpheme it has consist only one morpheme, that is a bit. Bit is a meaningful grammatical word. Now see another example, the word disregarded. The word disregarded consists three morpheme: dis, regard and ed. Okay. Another example, the word girls. Girls is a made of two morpheme, girl plus yes. Yes is a plural form. So girl is a root, girl is a free morpheme, and while we add yes it became a plural. Plural, yes is a suffix. We add at the end of girl, so it became girls. So yes is a bound morpheme. We add it is to free morpheme. Let us see another example. The word looked. Looked is also made of two morpheme, look plus ed. Ed is a past tense morpheme. It changes the tense of the word. So look plus ed. Look is a free morpheme and ed is a bound morpheme. So in this way, here how morpheme is a meaningful unit in grammatical system of language, means form of word we can study in grammatical point of view in the branch of morphology. There are two types of morpheme, free morpheme and bound morpheme. Let us see here free morpheme. Free morpheme is a independent morpheme. It is a meaningful. It can stand on their own as independent word and meaningful word. Such morpheme are called free morpheme. Now here are example, happy, look. The word happy, look we can write separately because they stand their own. The word happy has its own meaning. The word look has its own meaning. So we can write separately. But what is about the bound morpheme? Bound morpheme is another type of morpheme. Bound morpheme which cannot stand on their own as independent word. Bound morpheme always follow or depend on the free morpheme. Bound morpheme attached to a free morpheme. Let us see, here are the example of bound morpheme. Yes, we making a plural, we add yes, ed for changing the tense. Ing is a present participle. D we use for making opposite or negative meaning. Un we add, it is for making the opposite word. Dis, there are so many bound morphemes are there. Here I just give some example. Bound morpheme, these bound morpheme are always depend on free morpheme. Now let us see, un is a bound morpheme. So how we used or how we add to free morpheme? So whenever we want to negative meaning of happy, we add un to happy. Happy is a free morpheme, un is a bound morpheme. So we get the word unhappy. So we get the opposite of happy while adding un. So un is the affix. So bound morpheme is in the form of affixes. Affixes means to join before or at the end of the word. Affixes are called bound morpheme. Now here the chart of types of morpheme, that is a free morpheme, bound morpheme. Free morpheme is a independent, it has a own meaning, and bound morpheme which is in the form of affixes, that is a prefixes, infixes and suffixes. So we will see in the next slide in detail what are the affixes. Affixes. Now affixes has three types: prefixes, infixes and suffixes. So these affixes are in this form, means these are bound. Yes, ed, ing, participle, on, d, igd, these are affixes. These are bound morpheme because these are not stand separately. Without free morpheme, these are meaningless. We will see how these are added to the free morpheme. Now, what is affix? Affix means to join, before or after. It is attached to a stem, and stem may also consist a number of morphemes. Now here the example of unknowingly. Un is affix, knowing which is a stem. In knowing there is also some affix in the form of ly and in the form of ing. What is the main word is know. Know is main word. It is a root, that is a free morpheme. Know is a free morpheme, and ing, ly and un, these are bound morpheme. So in this way I explain here I analysis the word unknowingly. So know is a main word, that is a root. Here unknowingly the affix un is attached to stem knowingly. Then in unknowingly ly is affix. It is attached to stem knowing. And in knowing, know plus ing. Know is free morpheme and ing is bound morpheme. So in this way you can understand how it is analysis. Now affixes, these are three types: prefix, suffix and infix. Affixes, that is a process of word formation. So it's called affixation. Affixation is a process of word formation. What is a word formation? Word formation is an art making a many word from one word. Means, for example, happy is one word. We add un prefix. If we add ness, so if we add un, we get the unhappy, and we add ness, we get the another word unhappiness. Means happy, unhappy, unhappiness. These three words we get from the one word happy. So in this way, that is the process of word formation. In the process of word formation, we make many word from the one word. So you can understand what is a process of word formation, and affixation is the process making the many words. So affix means to add or join before or beginning or at the end of the main word. Now see here, the first type of affix is a prefix. What is a prefix? Prefix which we add at the beginning of the stem or beginning of the word. Means, for example, here happy. Happy is a free morpheme, that is a root. We add un. So un is a prefix. We add at the beginning of the happy, and we get the opposite meaning unhappy. So in this way, the word which we add beginning of the word, it's called prefixes. Now second type is infix. Infix is normally not found in English, but the term infix is suggested, that is, it is a type of affix. It is incorporated inside another word. The affix which are inserted in the middle of the stem, and these such affixes are called infixes. Now here are the example. Man, main. Now here the morpheme is a change. Man, when we make a plural, it became main. Speak, we change the tense. Spoke, speak, spoke. Now middle morpheme is a change. Write, wrote. Middle morpheme is a change, and that type of thing is called infixes, but it is generally not used in English. Okay. The next type is suffixes. Suffixes which we add at the end of the word. At the end of word Means let us see here example of kind. Kind is main word, kind is adjective. We add ness, kindness, we get another word kindness. Kind is a root, it is a free morpheme, and ness is a suffix. Suffix means which we add at the end of the word, at the end of the free morpheme. So suffixes are attached at the end of word, that is the stem or root. So in this way affixes has three types: prefix, infix and suffix. Prefix and suffix are main types of affix. Now in this way here in morphology, how the word or its form is going to study in this branch. We will detail study the type of prefixes and suffixes in next slide. In this way, I just finished what is morphology, what is morpheme, types of morpheme. Morpheme has two types, free morpheme and bound morpheme, and how the bound morpheme are in the form of affixes, and affixes has different types. I just finished here. Thank you very much.